President Biden has decided to skip the September 11th memorial services. It's the first time that an American president has declined to attend an official memorial ceremony in either Washington or New York City or Pennsylvania. Instead, President Biden's going to be in Alaska. As Americans pause to remember the great atrocities of that day, our commander-in-chief will be MIA. And it's not all that surprising, to be honest. The Democrats have a long track record of erasing our history. They want people to forget about what happened on that day, much like they want people to forget about the founding of our nation and the Civil War. I wrote a book about this, Culture Jihad, How to Stop the Left from Killing a Nation. The Taliban did the same thing. Whenever they invaded a nation, they would target cultural institutions, museums, theaters, libraries. They would literally turn the nation's culture into a pile of rubble. Now, in America's case, this has been a bloodless jihad, but Democrats have been very successful at erasing our history, tearing down every statue, every monument, renaming parks and buildings and streets. In Memphis, Tennessee, city leaders actually dug up the dead bodies of a Confederate war general and his wife. Not even the dead are allowed to rest in peace. They renamed Confederate Park and removed a statue of Jefferson Davis. Instead, city leaders erected a statue of a giant hairpick and a Black Power fist. Those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Well, that's what Winston Churchill once said. The first step is to erase history and then rewrite history. And that's why American school kids are being taught that our founding fathers were racist and domestic terrorists. That's why kids don't know it was the Republican Party that led the effort to free the slaves in the 1860s. And it was Republicans who fought for civil rights in the 1960s. And that's why most children in this nation right now have no idea what happened on September 11th, 2001. But we must never forget that on September 11th, 2001, a gang of Muslim radicals hijacked airliners, flew them into buildings, and killed thousands of American citizens in the name of their faith, the religion of peace. Unimaginable horror. We will never forget. But something else happened on that day when passengers aboard another jetliner fought back, Republicans and Democrats, gay and straight, black and white. And when they learned that the towers had fallen, that the Pentagon was on fire, they concocted a plan to fight back, but only after they cast their ballots and voted on what to do, the American way. And like so many of our fellow countrymen down through the ages, the men and women on Flight 93 paid the ultimate sacrifice. They gave their lives so that others might live. There is no greater love, such courage, such noble valor. Those are the stories, and those are the lessons that we must never forget. Our children and our children's children must learn of the great evil on that day, but they also must learn of the great good on that day. We must never forget America.